And unfortunately, it was a violent night across the city of Charlotte. CMPD is investigating two separate shootings, one of them deadly. Police tell us they responded to a shooting on Rozzelles Ferry Road in northwest Charlotte just before 4 this morning. Officers appeared to focus their investigation on a restaurant there. They found two men with gunshot wounds, one of them dead at the scene. The other would later die at a hospital. The victims have been identified as 25-year-old Tiante Morrison and 34-year-old Keith Wallace.